Hi guys, I know it's been a long time since I've done a video and my voice is a little weird and scratchy. I just got over bronchitis, so that was great. Haven't had it since college. But I wanted to let you know what I'm going to start doing on this channel for, I would say, at least 10 videos. I'm not sure exactly how many, but as I've been on my plant-based journey, I've noticed a lot more people, now that I've lost more weight, are coming to me out of the woodwork, it seems, and asking me questions and how to get started and what is plant-based and how are you eating, and like basically all the things that it took me like a year to learn. I'm going to try to shove into little videos so that you guys can, I guess, skip all of the work. Well, not all the work, but most of the work. And just kind of jump on board with this whole plant-based way of eating. So this is kind of an introduction to what exactly plant-based is. And it basically encompasses everything, like it's so big of a topic that when you call yourself plant-based, it just means that the base of your diet is plants. And so for me, a base of diet of plants is like 80 to 90%. Well, I guess no, it's more like 100 because I guess grains and all that stuff are plants. So like I'm 100% plant-based, but there are a lot of acronyms that you're going to hear as you're going about your journey. The first thing I recommend is getting into some Facebook groups and looking stuff up on YouTube. You have to do your own research. You have to do your own education. There's nobody going to do it for you. So even though I'm putting up these videos that will give you some tips and tricks to help, you still have to do a majority of the work. And so you can't wait around for someone else to do it or for me to tell you how to do it. But you can go on YouTube because everything that I'm telling you is my own personal opinion, things that have worked for me, things that I've heard, that I've read, I've seen. Some of it might be wrong. You have to take me with a grain of salt, as you do everybody on YouTube, because anybody can make a YouTube video. So when it comes to plant-based, you're going to hear whole food plant-based. I don't call myself plant-based. I am a whole foods plant-based. Whole foods means that you basically are looking at one ingredient foods. And this is how bad it is, guys. I was talking to a lady who had diabetes, and I was telling her about eating whole foods. And I said, it's one ingredient food. If you look at it, you know what the ingredient is. So I said, if you took a loaf of bread, bread is not the ingredient. It's flour and eggs and milk and sugar and yeast and all that stuff. But there's ingredients in there that you might not know, or you might not know all of the list of ingredients. Therefore, I don't eat bread. And she goes, well, what about a potato? What's the ingredient for a potato? And I kid you not, that's what she asked. Because people just don't know. So I said, potato is potato. That's the only thing. That is a whole food. It is a one ingredient food. If it doesn't have a label on it, probably is a one ingredient food. All your produce, all your fruits, veggies, grains like rice and quinoa, if you look on the back of the ingredient list, there's one ingredient. So that's the kind of food that I eat. That is a whole food plant-based diet. So even on plant-based diets, people can still eat meat because it is based on plants. There are still people who eat maybe meat every once a month or something like that. If they're going out with friends, they might eat it a little bit more, but it is not a base to their diet. And then you have people who are still eating cheese and eggs that are vegetarian. So you have whole food plant-based vegetarians. Excuse me. You have whole food plant-based vegan, which is what I eat. And there's no animal products involved in that at all. And then you have whole food plant-based ethical vegans, which I am not. Ethical vegans stand apart from regular vegans because they are all about like the animals, the environment. They would be like maybe PETA members, or they would try to buy They wouldn't buy regular shoes that were made out of leather or anything like that. They try to basically get away from all animal products in all aspects of their life. And then you have the whole foods plant-based SOS free. And you're going to see this, and this is kind of what I'm trying to aspire to eat most, like I would say 90% of the time. So SOS means salt, oil, sugar free. So it's not that something doesn't have, natural salt like celery, but you're not adding salt in, or you're not adding sugar. So they might use dates, but they won't use regular sugar. Maple syrup's kind of iffy on that whole deal. Yeah, so just know that some of these acronyms, you're going to see floating around, especially SOS right now. So it's wfpb SOS. That's what you're going to see. Whole food, plant-based SOS. So as you go about your journey through this, just know that there are many different acronyms. If you don't know, ask, because that's the only way you're going to educate yourself. If you want to start this diet, I should say more like lifestyle, because you have to find a way of eating that you can do for the rest of your life. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Then, go ahead and follow these videos. And hopefully they'll be able to help you. I'm going to try to do like one topic per video because I love to ramble. So plant-based at this point can mean anything under the sun. Whole food, plant-based means you eat whole food, and then you can go on from there to tighten your, I guess, acronym that you want. If you're not sure what plan you want to do, just say you're whole food plant-based, because sometimes on groups, you're going to get those people that, well, you ate, mac and cheese 3 days ago, and so you can't call yourself a vegan. And everybody slips, everybody makes mistakes. So don't label yourself, because you got the label police, I should say, coming after you. So I hope that this video kind of gives you an insight on what plant-based is. Base most of your food basically on whole foods and plants, because it will take away diseases. If you have heart disease, if you have diabetes, if you have any kind of like autoimmune disease like RA or lupus, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's, all that stuff can be totally, like, all your symptoms can be wiped away and pretty much you're cured. This way of eating also is helpful for people who have cancer or are trying to avoid cancer. Some of the research shows that they've turned on and off cancer genes just by introducing certain proteins from animal products. So do your research. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone else's word for it. And in the next video, I'm going to show you some people that you can look up online to kind of help you along your journey and figure out which one you want to follow, which one would eat more like what you would like to eat. And it'll kind of give you a little bit of help there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you continue to watch this series. Thanks.